Hello? I feel like I'm zoomed in, like unnecessarily close. I need to zoom that out. My gosh. Anyway, hello. How are you? Welcome in. Please save me from the save file. Um, I don't understand that question. I don't understand that question, and nor do I know how to help because I'm in the same boat as well, Daphne. So ask me in 5 to 10 business days, and I can get back to you. Um, because I'm in the same boat. My save file is taking me way too long. I have a problem that I'm not willing to solve. I was actually just playing The Sims 4. I was updating a couple of things in my current household save because I was trying to. I'm replacing a bunch of lots in Brindleland Bay right now because it's looking a little bit rough. So I was adding some houses I found from the gallery, and I was starting to build. I was like, I could probably just turn that into a video, but into like a real-time build and make it limited pack, only using base game and cats and dogs. So I have a story idea for the build that I want to do, but I'm slow. Hi Jake. Hi Demi. Hi Girl UK. Welcome in. Hi Winter Storm. Hi Ellie. Welcome in. Happy to see you. Save me both and Dap from our save files. Jake, are you also working on a save file? Because we need to finish our project that we were working on. I'm not joking. We need to finish our project. We can get it done. I have time tomorrow if you want to work on it. But hi, glad to see you though. So I thought we'd do some coding, some basic coding in Codecademy. And then we're going to play some Stardew Valley because I thought that'd be really fun. Hi, Sia. We still also need to finish ours, Daphne, as well. I think you're the only one that has to do it, though. I think so. I think. Because I think I've done all of my lots. I can't fully remember. I know that I downloaded one of your builds and I was like decorating the background, but I also need to start making some Sims. I don't know. I might have one more, but I think you might have one or two more. I can't remember. In a minute. I'm glad to see you though. Happy Saturday, everyone. It was really hot today, actually. I went to a peach festival this morning and it was really nice. Like they're my little town. They had like, of course, like all their vendors and everything. And it was all peach themed. I got a peach slushie. Randy Joe got peanut butter bacon dog treats that I bought, and we just kind of walked around. Everyone loved Randy Joe. I think personally, you can't if you ever meet Randy Joe in person, you can't resist him. You really can't. You honestly really can't resist him. Once you see him, he's like a fluffy cloud. He's whiter than white, and he's just a little baby. You just gotta love them. Just send me a new screenshot of what I have left. Okay, I will. I'll do that because I'll be up tonight anyway. I need to edit some videos and work on some stuff. So I'll send that tonight after stream. So that way we can get ours updated. Because we're really almost done with it. We just have to I think it's like maybe 3 lots left from what I can remember. And then it's just making Sims, and that's literally it. And I've been updated a few times. Okay, yeah, I'll send you a new screenshot because I think I have all the builds on my end, so we should be okay. But yeah. I don't know what I just opened up on my screen, but that was... Yeah, I don't know what that is. Anyway, moving forward, we're doing some coding in Codecademy today, my friends. If you don't know, as of lately, for the past couple of weeks, or at least the last month, I've been kind of dabbling into trying to re-understand coding. Even though my background, I have a degree in UI UX design, but the problem is though, is that I always get a little bit burnt out and stuck of like what I want to do, because I like coding, but coding takes so much time. I like to make pretty graphics and then like have somebody else make it functional. I am nowhere near like a good web designer, but I know like the basics of it. But it's like I just want like the pretty stuff, like all the pretty UI, and like just to tell somebody like, hey, do make this like the menu drop down like this, or like a side hamburger menu. Like that's what I really want to do. I love the UI side rather than the UX personally. It's definitely like a fun thing to learn if you want to like catch back up with it, of course. And if you have like a background in it, or if you're like trying to, you know, like update your skill set, especially if you're doing it for like a job, I think this could also like really help you. And I was looking for a job in like UI UX design, like when I first graduated university back in like 2020. But back then, nobody was hiring. Well, they were, but they weren't like accepting a lot of people because the panini was just jacked up. So I felt as doing this was easier, and I'm using Codecademy for everything. So you need to start learning how to code, but I've been procrastinating because I don't know where to start. Honestly, Winter, I recommend Codecademy. I'm not sponsored by them, but I wish I was. But when looking for like websites, or like just like looking for anything in general to like learn about coding that was free, it's like a needle in a haystack. The good part about Codecademy that I love is that they do have free courses that you can take on their website. You just need an account, of course, but they do have a lot of free courses that I think are well worth it. They're like very beginner friendly, very easy. They don't take way too long, especially like HTML and CSS. They have all of their free courses individualized. So if you wanted to learn HTML, they have one. CSS, HTML fundamentals, introduction to CSS. It goes on and on and on. It's very lengthy, even like color design. So if you ever wanted to like learn for free, I always say use Codecademy. If you want to, it's well worth it. There's really no commitment of any kind. And if you wanted to like further your education more in Codecademy, they do have like a career path, and they have a skill path that I'm personally using. I paid for Codecademy because I just wanted to get more out of it, and it's gonna take me like forever to finish, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Oh, you only learned what I learned back in middle school? No, honestly, same. Well, mostly from the MySpace days. I learned all of my coding from the MySpace days and the Bebo, and that's pretty much about it. So, oh, you sent me what you've been doing. Is that supposed to be a bar? It looks like a bar slash nightclub slash restaurant, but industrial. Is that what it is, Jake? Is that what it is? Because that's what it looks like to me, from at least from the outside. It's like an industrial bar, nightclub, restaurant. It could be all three. I'm just saying. Oh, we just started learning HTML. Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun to learn HTML? I think it's quite cool. So I think, where am I at right now? So I'm currently on, let's see. I'm learning how to build websites on my own computer. Last time that we did this, we were doing like the intro to local web development using Virtual Studio. Virtual Studio is a program you can download. But now we're learning the command lines for building websites. The HTML side is like boring to me, but it's necessary. I love color theory. Color design, brand design, like that stuff is my favorite part. So I'm very excited when we get into like the CSS portion of all of this, because it's like, ooh, making some fun stuff. Oh, it is making a basic web page blew your mind. It's so cool because once we kind of learn all of this, which will take some time, and I'm gonna like stick to it, is that we're gonna start doing projects, and I'm going to be using my basic knowledge of HTML and CSS from Codecademy, but also utilizing Adobe Illustrator and Figma and Squarespace to basically make fake websites for my Sims. That is literally the only reason why I started like learning how to code in Codecademy, so I could make fake websites for all of my Sims. I was mostly inspired by businesses and hobbies, and I've always thought, ooh, this could be really fun, because I did my final senior project of making a fake website for my Sim as a plant owner owning a plant shop, and I got an A and I graduated, so it was like a win-win. So I'm like, why? Might as well use like my skill set and the Sims, like my passion, and combine the two and see what I could do with it. So that'll be really fun. Yeah, Figma is free. It's free to use. I think you have up to like 3 projects, and then after that you have to like pay to get more. Oh, it's the factory in Windenburg. Oh, the party house. Yeah. I kind of forget about the party house sometimes. I would say they're not at the Ruppel, but they're all a couple, because it's like 4 of them, right? I know there's Marcus Flux and like 3 other people. You can't wait to start university so they give you a license of expensive programs. You know, I miss those days. I literally miss the days where like, hey, since you're in this like program, here's a code you can use to get all these programs for free for the next 4 years. Days that I really miss. But like, cause like my university, what they did, if you were in the School of Communications, you would get those programs for free. But if you were like in a different department for like a different degree, you would not get those things for free, because that stuff is expensive, I find, especially if we're like a college. But they got money. But you know, Department of Education is not a thing anymore. But I find like they've now like restricted on who gets access to what programs now, at least like at my university, because if you're like a math major and you're not using anything like design, you wouldn't get it. That's very odd. No, Microsoft Word is expensive. I don't even use Microsoft Word. Well, I use like the web version is the thing. I use the web version of Microsoft Word and all the other programs because it's there and for free when you have a live account, or I'll use Google Docs or Google Sheets and whatnot. So it's one or the other that I tend to use. I actually still have all of my old documents from my high school years, like from 2010, is all on my OneDrive on my live account. And I have every single last document you can think of. Old presentations I've done. It's like a never-ending cycle. Oh, wait, that's right. Jade, Rosa, Eva, and Paulo. I find like Paulo and Jade are like my favorites. Eva, she kind of hates all of my Sims. I don't know why. Anyway, so we are currently on command line for building websites. And this one says, this unit will teach you the basics of the command line so that you can set up website files on your own computer. Okay. So a file system. A file system organizes computer files and directories into a tree structure. The first directory is a file system. The root directory is a parent of all directories and file in the file system. I mean, I feel like this stuff is very basic. You have like the main hub and then of course subfolders, which makes a lot of sense to understand that. Like you got the parent, or you got the grandparent, the parent, and like all the children, grandchildren, so on and so forth. Oh, you just took pictures of your dog wearing wigs. Oh, and it makes you feel good. That's really nice. I like that. What kind of wigs? No, they do need makeovers. I'm a little bit scared to even make them over because I'm like, I don't know if I really want to touch their looks. All they really technically need, Paulo needs new facial hair and a new do. Actually, no, they just need everything. Like their facial features are fine. It's just like their hair and their clothes are just outdated. They're partying like it's 2016. It's 2025. Fix it. Yeah, that's true. Academics discounts on software used to be so much bigger perks than online access. That is very true. And yeah, you used to get like the physical copy of the full program. Now it's like so different. It is definitely crazy. What's this? Please complete all tasks to continue. Okay. So the first command we are going to look at is ls, a command that is derivative to the computer to perform a specific task. When you type in is, the command line looks at the directory you're in and then lists all the files in the directory of it. Be sure to type in L as a list and not the number 1. Interesting. Okay. Also, Winter, thank you for the mod love, by the way. Appreciate that so much. You need room ideas. You have an office, spare room, gym, laundry. I need to fill a room that's something random. What do they call like a den? You could make one of the rooms like a sunken room and like make it into either like a play area or some type of like a guest room, or I don't know what they would call it. It's like a sunken room, but it's like they just add random stuff to it. But yeah, a cupcake machine room, game room. Those are all good ideas. Yes, I agree. I think honestly, having a cupcake or a cupcake machine room is probably a better idea because it just takes up the entire room. Oh yeah, a party pit. Yes. Also, Caitlin, thank you for the hydrate. And also, Cricket, hello. Welcome in. It's good seeing you. Okay, so let's see if we type in this. Oh, ls. Terminal would display our directory. Oh, it does. Oh my gosh, I just press enter. Nice. We're learning some HTML encoding right now at the moment before we hop into some Stardew Valley in like 30 minutes or so. But so far so good. We mostly just been yapping about like random stuff, but it's been going good. We just kind of got started with it. Let's see. The exercises in this lesson use the check work button. Oh, okay. Oh, then I did everything. Okay, that's fine. I can move on. But things are going pretty good. I was like talking about how once we're kind of like done with this whole thing, we're gonna do like a fun little project and taking our skill sets that we've learned and make fake websites for Sims. And I think my first website I would love to do as a project is like making a website for my Sim, Winston, because he's gonna make a band or create a band one of these days after he's either in university or after university. I haven't really decided. But I want to make him like a website, like, you know how usual like other artists have, like they have like their main page with like their CDs and vinyls and merch and yada 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 and like upcoming events, like things like that. I want to do something like that, but it's gonna be like his band is gonna be an alternative band that I'm thinking of creating. I'm trying to make a playlist for him and I'm very excited. So I want to do that as like my first project, and I think probably after that I thought about making a website for like one of the libraries in The Sims, because I think that could be really fun. Yeah, so a little something. Webcode classes were the death of you in college. Honestly, when I took it in college, I was tired because all that coding was quite crazy. Okay, so we're gonna type in PWD. Okay, good. But yeah, I think that'd be really fun. So I mostly come from a background of like UI, UX design, but I like the UI side rather than the UX. Like I'd rather make all the like the pretty stuff and then have somebody else like do the functionality part of it all so I don't have to do it. So that's always like my dream. Oh, I'm not joking, Sia. The amount of times that we were doing this, I was always missing like a bracket or some type of like comma or semicolon. And I'm like, why is my code not working? Why is it not working? It took me like 5-10 minutes to figure it out. There was like a missing space and I didn't have like a little semicolon or like a little bracket. I'm like, well, okay. I would love to see one of those corny "why should you date me" websites. Wait, that would be really cool. Wait, let me write that down real quick. I'm gonna keep all these ideas in on my little notepad. Like a dating website, or like, yeah, why you should date me. I think it'd be really fun. Oh, I even thought about like, what if we do, if you've seen the movie, what was that, Legally Blonde, but Clueless, you know, her closet, where I guess it was also in Hannah Montana and Clueless, her computer or like some type of like thing on her wall, you could like swipe through all the clothes, like I want this top with these pants with these shoes, and you press like enter and it would like give you the outfit. I want to make one of those, but like turn it into like an app for a sim. It'd be really fun. Hi Rotten Lady, welcome in. It's good seeing you today. How are you? Hope all is well and swell with you today. Okay, check work. We're good. Okay, so now list all the files and directories in the working directory. Check work button when you're done. Okay, so now we need to do the working directory. So the next command, we would type in pwd, which stands for print working directory. It outputs the name of the directory you're currently in, called working directory. Here's the working directory log slash. In Codecademy code says your working directory is usually inside home cursor. Okay. So together with ILS and PNW shows how it works. Oh, it already did it. Okay, so that makes more sense. I understand. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been having so much fun. I think these streams have been really nice to like look back at and hang out with. Okay, CD. Our next command is CD, which stands for change directory, which I did not know. Just as you click on the folder in the window explorer or finder, CD switches you into the directory you specify. In other words, CD changes the working directory. Oh, so let's say the directory we change is 2015. So we need to type in CD space 2015. And then while the file and directory or program is passed into the command, it's called an argument, which is an actual value of a variable passed into a function. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Oh my gosh, I even thought about making a website for a hotel. Random, I don't know. I was just watching Gilmore Girls and they just got their little whatever thing approved by Taylor. And Lorelai almost beat up Taylor just for like the most simplest things. Anyway, nonetheless, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the CD command takes a directory name as an argument and switches into a directory. It's also important to move up one directory. For this, we use $$ CD ... The argument ... stands for directory above the certain working directory, assuming that. Okay, so our working directory is home, CC, user, workspace, blog. Change into 2015. So did I do that? I think I did. No, wait. Hold on. Go back. Go back. Can I not go back? Hello? It won't let me go back. Okay. I'll just type in this. PDW, that one. Wait a minute. Are certain worker change into... Oh, if I actually just read what it says, and then that will make a lot more sense. Okay, there we go. And then PNW log. Oh, and it says it right there. Wait. Okay, so then I did it. I did do it. Okay. Now move back to the blog by using the dot dot notion. Okay. Dot dot. Ooh. Dot dot. Bash is not found. Wait a minute. Hold on. cd dot dot. Okay. I did that. Let's move further into the file system. We're certainly in the blog directory. Are we? I really cannot tell. Save my life. Oh, I can make new ones. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. What if I just like... Hold on. What if I do this? Let's see. PNW, that one. And then CD space dot dot. And then PNW workspace. Okay, I see what I need to do now. I understand. I wouldn't need to type in though. Close this one out. Hold on. I want to type in PNW, or actually CD 2015, this one, and then PWD, that one, and then CD dot dot, then PWD. There we go. So that's there. That makes a lot more sense. What I was trying to do. So we're certainly in the blog, which we are. From here, we want to move to the 2015 directory, then into the directory named January, then lastly directory into memory. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm using Codecademy. I'm using Codecademy to do all of this right now. There was a section in one of our lessons that they made us use Microsoft Visual Studio to work on websites off of the platform. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I would be using for some of the lessons, Microsoft Visual Studio. But today, since we're lesson learning, we're currently in Codecademy. Let's see. Move down the file system into the memory. So if we're in the blog section, we need to go from the blog to into 2015. So we need to do CD 2015 and then PWD goes to 2015. And then we need to go to Jan, which is CD Jan, PWD. Yes. And then again, CD and then memory. And then PWD. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Anytime. So that should make sense, right? Yay, I did it. I learned something. So to go deeper. I have heard, this is me personally, as like my own personal like system of organizing. I find like the deeper the folders are, the harder it is to find. Sometimes it is, at least for me, because I'm like, that right there, like this, that's too many folders for me. But then again, I understand, but after a while, 2015, delete that. Ooh, hi Liv, welcome in. It's good seeing you today. Learning is so much fun. When type right, exactly. So for example, this is a fun example. I like to do all examples on stream because it's always fun. So let me show you my Sims 4 folder, because in that way, ooh, there's some stuff in here that you just looks a little bit sad. So my Sims 4 folder, where is that? Here it is, mods. So my mods folder right now is currently 23.9 gigabytes. In this folder, there are a plethora of folders. Everything is completely organized by custom content creator, because that's how I just do things. Like for example, Green Llamas. I put all of Green Llama's CC into the Green Llama folder. Or if like Like Senate, they have their own folder. Same goes with like gameplay mods that I have, because in that way it's much easier to find them. But for example, if I have like makeup, I have like folders within that same folder for like blush, eyeliner, eyeshadow, lipsticks, things like that. So then I know what's what. Hairs, however, that's a jumbled mess. I don't know what to do with that. I gotta go through that later. But I always think it's best to always have it organized. That makes sense for you. Oh, you're doing some save maintenance on your very veggie legacy save. Oh, nice. That's good. I was doing that yesterday in my O'Connor Diary save because things were looking a little bit outdated and it needed some work. But good luck though. Good luck. We are currently working on some coding in Codecademy. But after this, we're going to be playing some Stardew Valley, which I'm very excited about. Since we are working on our perfection save at the moment, we're at 48% perfection in Stardew. And Leon, thank you for the feeding the bots and the daily click for Palestine. Oh, your Google Drive is like that too? I love me some folders. Folders are like my favorite things. I need to go through my OneDrive because right now it just keeps telling me I'm like 91%. Like I'm running out of storage. I'm at 91% right now. And I need to go through like all of my emails. I'm not joking. My inbox has 17,000 unread messages. 17,000 unread emails. 17,000 is way too many. Mostly they're like junk emails, and I need to unsubscribe to so many newsletters because it's getting out of hand at this point, and I just need to go through it all. Like, it's bad. It's bad. 17,000 unread emails. It's mostly just junk stuff. And then I think that's my largest storage thing. Because it says like there's 78,000 messages in my inbox, but 17,000 are left unread. That's bad. Anyway, are you gonna kick out a villager on your island? Oh, who might it be though? Who would be the villager you're gonna kick out today? I was gonna say wow, but same. So I think I might do that during one of our co-working streams, but I also might do it tomorrow because I plan on doing like a Sunday reset video for my vlog channel of doing some repotting the plants, doing some painting, going through my inbox and deleting some emails, and then just kind of like winding down and getting ready for the next following week. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Do like a little Sunday reset. But yeah, I normally try to delete a few emails every day when I can, but it's mostly for like my Google email, but not my live. My live one, I gotta work on that one. Use rules to delete. What's rules? Is it like one of those like what do you call it? It's not coding, but it's an automated system or something, like after like 30 days delete these messages or something like that. Just be careful not to delete receipts you might need. Yeah, that's the thing. I have a lot of things that I do that I need to like really like organize these folders like badly. I also realized I need to do some stuff tomorrow anyway. I have a little thing I have to send to a brand or a Twitch thing, so yeah. Oh, Sprocket. I never liked Sprocket, honestly. Ooh, what's this one? CDLL. Wait, in the previous exercise, we used CD multiple times to go from the blog to the memory directory. Move across multiple directories in a single command. Oh. We can provide a CD relative path to the memory directories as an argument. So from blog, from the blog use directory use CD 2015 /jan /memory. Yes. The relative path is / yes, 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 yes. Cool. Oh, someone got banned. That's scary. If you do a search up to the top, you can filter and set it up to auto delete or mark as read. Oh, okay, then I'll have to do that. There is a few things I didn't even know about Google. Like, I think maybe I would say 3 years ago, I had learned something where I can organize my my inbox of like most important, or I can like label stuff and then organize my main inbox saying I want like YouTube, like anything YouTube related goes to here, any like Twitch stuff goes to here, etc, etc, etc. And like that stuff was like so much more easy to like figure out. I even have like stuff that was like must respond or like please reply type of email labels on Google, but I will have to check that out for the filtering. Thank you, Sia, for that. You're helping me be more productive and organized. We also use the multiple directories using .. argument to go from memory from memory up to 2 directories in 2015 using .. /.. So if we do that, oh well, okay, and then PWD. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So for this exercise, we want to start in the blog in 2015. So we need to do, let me do a fresh one. So let's do ls and then cd 2015 and then pwd. Yes. Check your location and navigation that says all this. Once it says blog 2015, change the directory to February. So we need to do cd / wait, no, feb / mpwd. Yes, okay, good. You should see why. Why does Sprocket, is Sprocket a bird or an eagle? Well, that's the same thing. Sprocket. Ooh. Because I remember the name Sprocket, but I honestly cannot remember to say. Get that bird out of there. Get that bird out of there. Sprocket needs to go. No. Looked at him like, yeah, no. I don't think so. Gotta go. I'll usually search the spammy and promotional email addresses and delete all of them with the select all thing. That's what I usually do sometimes, because I do get a lot of like promotional emails and like spam emails, and like, this looks weird. I get like random brand emails that I get that like randomly I got a spam email from Samsung wanting to work with me, and I could tell that it was fake because the email at the end was like not the correct one. Samsung only uses like, you know, the name at samsung.com, but not like samsung.rl or whatever that thing was. So it was like really random. I would love for Samsung to work with me because that would be really helpful. I have been using their phones for like 10,000 years since like I was in middle school. But yeah, I always delete those. Okay. So change the directory to Feb using the single command, and then the Feb directory checking the work, and it's all checking checked. So now we're in 2015 of February, but if we want to move the adjacent directory to Jan 15, we need to go to ... and we need to change it to ... Oh, hold on. Wait, now we're in Feb of 2015. We want to go to January. We want to go to January 2015. Using a single cd command, navigate from that to that. Okay, is it ... Wait, ... Okay, I got it. I was like, wait, hold on. I think I got it. then cd jan, and then pwd. Yay! Okay, I figured it out. Oh! Oh, okay, I see what I see what they mean now. Okay, so I need to go back to Feb / actually I need to go back to this one, and then I need to go back down to cd Feb, and okay, and then do the same thing over / pwd. Okay, I did that, but now I need to do cd jan. Okay, wait, did I run the command cd / did I not do? Oh, I didn't do that. cd .. /jan. That's so odd. Okay, now I did it. Okay. They wanted me to do the .. Okay. Okay, and then we need to go back to the blog. So we need to go to cd .. / from what I can remember. That's going back 2 directories and doing that. There we go. Yay! Okay, that took some time. And then mk directory. Now that we can transverse the existing file system, let's try editing and editing it by making directory folders through the command line using the command mk directory, which says make directory. It takes the directory name as an argument and then creates a new directory in the current working directory. Here we use mk directory to make a new directory named media. So we need to navigate to that. I'm gonna make a new one because this looks a bit jumbledly mess. So let's do this. cd. Oh no, pnw. There we go. So we need to do that, and then we need to go to cd 2014 / December, and then pwd. There we go. So we did that, and that is going to be like that. Oh, because I didn't do the ls. You always want a simple ls to everything. ls. There we go. pwd. Yes. cd 2014, which honestly was a very interesting year, I will say. What do you mean? Navigate to the home. Did I not do that? Wait a minute. Did you run the command ls while in the December directory? Did I not do that? I feel like I'm somehow secondhand learning. No, this is why I'm doing it. Because when I learn something, and then you also learn something too. Did you run the ls while in the December directory to list the content of the directory? I would say I feel like I did. Navigate to the home CC user workspace blog 2014 December directory. ls. Oh, it tells me. It's have to type in ls. I think if I read the second sentence, it probably would have made a lot more sense. Once I was in this section of the directory, then list all files in directory in the working directory to see what's currently in there. So whatever was in this one, we had to see what was in it. That's all I had to do. That's all I had to do, just type in ls. I think I had missed a step, that's why. Okay. Luckily too, the best part, like if I do get stuck, I can always like check this. I try not to look at the hint section because it gives you the answer, but I'm always like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm too scared. Okay. So next one, it says create a new directory named media. If you list the contents of the working directory again, you should see the new directory. So in order to do that, to make a new folder, we have to type in mkdir space media. Oh, your mom is singing in her room right now and she's a bit tone deaf. Oh, what is she singing? Is she singing Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters? Or Never Enough by The Greatest Showman? Oh, well, I don't know. Honestly, I would sing any song on top of my lungs. I find singing quite fun. Okay, we did that. If you list, I'm gonna check it. Okay, so that did work. So we just type in this. So within the media directory, create another directory called TV. So mkdir space TV. So you can use either two approaches. Use mkdir, or I could have used cd in the media, then use mkdir without a relative path. Interesting. Oh, maybe I'll do that one. cd mkird. Oh. Hold on, that made no sense to me. I'm gonna do what it told me before. Let's see, media /TV. Okay, yeah, this one makes more sense to me than like the other way, because I'm like, I don't understand that. Oh, you don't sing in public out of common courtesy of others? No, same. I do not sing in public, or I don't sing out loud in public, because that is one, common courtesy, and two, I'm too nervous for that. So I rather sing in the comfort of my own home, where only I am the one, only that I'm the only one who can hear me singing. Others, no. If I'm in a group setting, like a choir, that's what I would do. But by myself, not built for that life. You Don't Want to Fall in Love by Jan Child. Meanwhile, I'm building a ranch-styled restaurant in The Sims. Maybe that, like, you could do, is it like a romantic song? Because I would say you could take that as inspiration. Don't wanna fall in. The vibe of that song. I don't know, but yeah, I can take that as an inspiration. It was a bit sad. Maybe you could, like, the ranch styled restaurant, you could have like a little room for like single sims. I think no. Or something that would make Sims sad, at least in like one area of a room, as inspiration. That could be something. No, honestly, same. Oh, when you were in middle school, your music teacher told you to just mouth the words and save others' ears. Oh, that's very rude for a music teacher to say that to a child. That's very mean. I feel like the music teacher is supposed to encourage us, not hurt our feelings. That's mean of the music teacher. I don't like your teacher like that. What's the touch? Now we know how to create directories through command lines. Now we have to create new files. Wait, but how do we create new files? We can do this by using command touch. The touch command is creates new files within the working document or directory, and it takes a file name as an argument and then creates an empty file within the name, with that name in the certain working directory. Here we use touch to create a new file called keyboard.txt. Make sure you're in that directory. Okay, I'm gonna new tab because this is like jumbled. Exit, 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 new session. Okay, so ls, yes, cd. Actually, no, I'm just gonna do that one. Okay, so we're in the directory. List your working directories. So that's what's in there. Check work. Okay, and then after that, create a new file named keyboard. And in order to do that, we need to type in touch space keyboard.txt. When I think of whenever I think of txt, I think of Rosanna txt. Oh, you sang a solo in your school play when you were 10. You have a DVD now, and I can't watch without cringing. I can't watch any of my performances without cringing. I feel like at least for me, anything that when I was younger and that was videotaped and I was like doing a performance or like dancing or singing, I get cringe. Because I feel like I was so awkward when I was younger. I'm like, I don't want to watch myself. That's why I don't like when people watch my videos in public. It makes me cringe. Makes me feel awkward. I'm like, I don't want to hear my own voice. I've heard that voice too many times. Yeah, teachers are now held at a higher standard. That's true. They are. Back then, a little bit different. Oh, your parents told you sang too loudly and now your music teachers say you sang too quietly. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Hi Ravenclaw, welcome in. Happy Saturday. We're learning some HTML and CSS today at the moment before we hop into some Stardew Valley the next couple of minutes. But I'm glad to see you though today. Hope your day's been pretty good in the hood. Ooh, okay, so helper commands. Now that we've covered the basis of navigating your file system with command line, let's look at some helpful commands that will make using it a lot easier. So tab can be used to auto-complete your command when you're typing the name of an existing file or directory. You can use tab to finish the rest of the name. Up and down arrows. Oh my gosh! That is so simple. Okay, up and down arrows for the previous ones. And then clear is to use... Oh my gosh! No way. That's so cool. Welcome in. It actually was really hot today, Ravenclaw, which is wild to say, because this morning I was expecting it to be chill. But no, it was not. It was not chill outside. It was hot. But you know, what can you do about the weather? All you gotta do is just drink a lot of water, and that's all that matters. Let's type in WD. We got that one. When your working directory is blog, type cd2 and then use tab to autocomplete. Oh my gosh, hello. That was scary. Okay. This is because both possible directories are 2015 and 14 to start with that, and then use ls, yes. Then use cd with the first letter of one of the files. That's scary. Okay. Use the up and down arrow of the previous one. Okay. And then use clear. Okay. I was like, what in the world just happened? Oh, it's been the 90s all for the last week. Same here. I wish it was gonna get better. They say it was supposed to rain today, but it didn't. It's supposed to rain again on Monday, and I think a little bit of Saturday. Yeah, it's due on the 29th. So you have about 10 more days left until the shell challenge is over. It was hot outside for you today. Every time you left the building to make a delivery, your glasses fogged up. Ooh, those are like the bad days I do not miss. Like when it's really, like when it's cold inside and then it's hot outside, it's like glasses fogged up all the way. I don't like that. Sometimes I wish I had contacts, but I'm like, I also would be very irresponsible of like having contacts and forgetting to take them out when I'm supposed to. Oh, you love my streams because we can fully chat. You love watching Kayla's streams, but you get so many people chatting, it's nearly impossible. It's definitely a lot. I can definitely say, like, when you have a bunch of people chatting, it can be a little bit overwhelming because there's like so many people chatting at the same time. I like chatty vlogs, chatty streams. I like chatty streams, and I also like when I get to just kind of vibe. I was watching Kayla's stream earlier. I wasn't really speaking in chat. I was just like lurking. I don't really chat in a lot of my my friends' streams as much, but sometimes I do whenever I feel like I have something to say. But good luck on the shell, though. What are you having the most trouble with? I might be able to help. Also, Cutie Uni, welcome in. Good evening, or good morning for you. An evening time for me. It's 7 p.m. right now at the moment. I'm glad to see you. Happy Saturday for me. Happy Sunday for you. How's your Sunday? How is the new week? So we're now in a review. So congratulations, you've learned 5 commands commonly used to navigate file systems from the command line. What can we generalize so far? The command line is a text interface for the computer operating system. To access the command line, we use the terminal. File system organizes the computer's files and directories into a tree structure. It starts with the root directory. Each parent directory can contain more child directory and files. And then from the command line, you can navigate through the files and the folders on your computer. PWD, LS, CD, make directory and touch. Clear, tab, and then up and down arrows. I did not know about like the whole like tab thing or like the up and down arrow. That makes my life so much more easier because I would have been very confused for the longest time. Oh my gosh, that makes it so much easier. I love that. Okay, nice. The tall blink front wall. You added a porch to the platform, but it still seems like too much of a tall blink wall. I always add in like lights, like if it's the outside for the front porch. I usually, so like what I do is I like cover that up with like windows or plants and lights, things that technically could go on the wall that would make sense for the outside for a front porch, so you can kind of fill in those like gaps. But also too, I never go anywhere beyond, I always say with like the lowest wall height, because I feel like medium and tall wall height is like, that's just too much wall space for me and I get too overwhelmed with all of it, and I never know how to fill in those gaps without adding too many like pictures or plants on the wall, unless there's like a reason why I'm doing it. So I would personally just like add as much as you possibly can that could fill like those like small little gaps. But then also you could do no wrong with adding a tree in front of it. As Bob Ross always says, paint happy trees. So in The Sims, we plant happy trees where we feel like it's necessary. I do it all the time. Trees everywhere, plants everywhere. And also don't be afraid to size up objects too, because that could also help fill in those gaps that may seem like it's just too empty, if that helps. Oh, you're getting ready for your day, going out with a friend for lunch later? Oh, fun! I need to go. I'm gonna probably go out tomorrow too. I need to text one of my friends. I made an adult friend. My mom went to like this one like co-working space. There's like a couple of like 40 minutes away or whatever, and like this person is like my age or like around my age. Like he's like 20 something, I think. He's younger, but it's like kind of cool that there's like another person who like thinks like me, does what I do too. Like I can relate to this person. and they live in my area. So I'm like, I made an adult friend. So we just have to coordinate our schedules a little bit better because we're always so busy. But I made an adult friend in my area. I don't have any friends in my area, like literally no friends. It's just literally just me. Not joking. So, oh no, honestly, Winter, I agree. Landscaping is like the best thing ever. I love landscaping. Brings me a lot of joy. And yeah, no problem, Sia. Hi, Olivia. Welcome in. It's good seeing you. But yeah, making adult friends is very hard. I find it was so much easier to make friends in high school and like college. I guess because we were always like either in the same class constantly and we saw each other like literally every single day that we just had no choice. Especially in high school. Like high school we had no choice but to see people every single day. In that small confined space for 8 hours a day. Ugh, crazy. But yeah, I miss the good old days. But now that I'm an adult, I feel like I'm in a new season of my life where I'm trying to reclaim my peace at 29 years old. Hi, Olivia, and also She's a Robot. Welcome in. Thank you for the daily clip for Palestine. I appreciate that so much. So we just did our lovely little lesson in Codecademy. Oh, we have a quiz. Hold on. We're not done. We have a quiz. Ooh, we have 8 questions. This is my favorite thing about Codecademy is that you can like learn something, take a quiz, and it gives you XP, so it feels like you're gamifying your education, which I love about Codecademy. So this one says, how would you create a file name text.txt in the certain directory? We would make it touch. I was like, wait a minute. I almost chose the first question, but that says make directory. It says file. Touch makes a new file. Do I do limited packs in your build? So it's easier for people to download, or do I don't? It's more legacy save, so I don't know. It's definitely up to you. I think it can be fun to limit yourself with the packs that you use. So one, it's easier for people to download, but then you can also challenge yourself of using objects you probably have not used in a while, whether it's a certain swatch that you probably haven't used or just an object you've never used. Because I feel like when you have so many packs, it can kind of be overwhelming because we have so many items that there are objects that you just kind of forget that exist. So it could probably be a good thing to probably limit your packs just for this first build, and then later down the line to expand it even further for like the next generation. Because I forget half of the objects, especially in base game. Oh, you just remember when I mentioned Bob Ross earlier, your default character for your testing, your TTRPG was Bob Moss. I love that. I love Bob Ross. He was so cool. I've seen like a documentary about him and it was quite interesting. He actually, so like Twitch, they stream all of his Joy of Painting series on Twitch every single day. So if you ever wanted to watch his episodes, you can watch him here on Twitch. But if you don't want to do that, you can also listen to his episodes on Spotify, The Joy of Painting. And I don't know who told me that, but it's just a podcast. But all of his episodes, The Joy of Painting, are up there. At least they're up to season 5, episode 13. So they're uploading them, I would say, like every other week. So like every 2 weeks they upload a new episode. Hey, they gotta build the foundation money somehow. At least. Yeah, I can also watch it on YouTube, which is better. Oh, you try to limit the packs for core necessary items and builds, and then I let myself have fun with clutter. Oh yeah, I think clutter, you can just do whatever you want. Clutter is like the best thing. I've been trying to limit myself, especially like with what packs I'm using, because it's usually like one item that's like from one pack that no one uses, but I like that item so much that I have to use it. And I'm like, it's always crazy. I would love a pack. Like, I would love an everyday clutter kit part 2 is what I would want. How would you change the one directory above a certain working directory? CD space dot dot. Yes. CD changes the directory and the dot dot is one level above. The dot dot forward slash dot dot is 2 levels above. If a certain working directory is home forward slash, which of the following commands will navigate to the movies directory in the tree below? It would be this one, CD media forward slash movies. Yes. Oh, you're building with the mainly horse ranch, but I just see how decorating goes once I get there. Yeah, I would do that and then kind of like add more packs after that. Because you might find something in horse ranch that could be really helpful. Yeah. Oh, you have his paintbrushes. They're really good. I was always wondering like if his paintbrushes like were really, really good. I mean, that squirrel that he had in that show was quite interesting, but then when he was like beat the devil out of the brush, I'm like, what is he saying? His little catchphrases are like, what did he just say? I'm like, huh? Like, oh, okay, I guess. What is a file system? That is not what that is. It organizes the computer's files and directories into a tree structure. It's a type of directory. No, it's this one. Yes, you can see the file systems represented by the Mac Finder or Window Explorer. If the certain working directory is home forward slash media forward slash music, which of the following commands will navigate to the home? It'll be cd dot dot forward slash dot dot. 2 levels. What is a directory? A directory is not a command to a computer. A folder used to store files. A tree structure. Oh, it was the second one. Yes, it was. Okay, never mind. 1 out of 8 is fine. Still passing. How do you print the certain working directory? PWD. Yes. What does the following command do? Touch media forward slash popular.txt. It makes a file called popular.txt in the media directory. Yes. Yeah, that's also true. Limiting packs can also help guide the build into a specific style or vibe. That's true. Like right now, I'm trying to make a house for a grandma who owns like or a grandma who is running like this pet adoption like shelter in Brindleton Bay, and I'm trying to only use base game in Brindleton Bay first and then expand it afterwards to see what I could do with it, because I really want to like have it where these Sims could go to this person's house and like go adopt an animal, and that's what I want to do. Oh yeah, the platelet knife is so cool. I tried to do a follow a Bob Ross tutorial video, or I tried to do it in a stream using Procreate. Never again will I do that because that was so hard. Well, I mean, never say never. I could do it again. But the way he like paints so fast, I'm like, how did he make a tree and a house in like 5 minutes? I don't understand. Okay, an 87. I can deal with that. An 87 works with me. The only one that I got wrong was number 6, which I honestly knew what the correct answer was. My brain chose the wrong answer. A directory is a folder used to store files. A directory serves as a container within the file system, organizing and storing files and potentially other directories. It's essential for managing files hierarchically allowing users to efficiently navigate and locate information within the computer system. True. You really do have to be the devil of the brushes. No, that's true. Like, the stuff that gets stuck in brushes is crazy. Oh, you haven't been doing art in a while, but I have your own studio. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna be doing this thing tomorrow. So since we're on the topic of painting, I'm gonna do a paint by number that I got from Amazon tomorrow. It's like a fun little project to reclaim my piece in my late 20s. Hi, Jean. Welcome in. It's good seeing you today. Yeah, I love that they do reruns of a show on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna do this paint by number thing tomorrow. It's like a little lemon. You can kind of see it, but not really. It's a lemon. Or it's like, yeah, but this is what it's going to look like. It's a 40 by 50 size. And it has like a bunch of lemons in a basket with like trees, like a really cool background. But that's gonna be a tomorrow thing for me. It's like a fun little project. But hi, Jean. I'm glad to see you. Yeah, 40 by 50 is a large. Whenever I plan to move, or actually whenever a townhouse becomes available, I gotta decorate my little place some way, somehow. So I thought utilizing my own art would make a lot of sense. So like the cool thing about it is that they have of course the brushes and the little screws and stuff, and then they have all the numbers for which ones go with which. That's like the fun thing. They numbered everything. So I am very excited. Oh, but hi. But yeah, it is really sad though. I saw the documentary and it's so upsetting that his family was very greedy. Like once you make money, or like once you make a lot of money, for some odd reason, the family goes sideways and like manipulates you and whatnot. It's very sad. I hope you're all as well. Oh, you did one of those a year ago? Worked for like 4 hours and barely made a dent in it? I mean, hey, that's okay. As long as you are doing something and taking your time, that's all that matters. Speaking of Kiss, did you all see well, if you were on TikTok, you probably saw it. But did you all see that Kiss, they added The Sims on TikTok in one of like their videos because they saw that T-Pain was collaborating with The Sims, and Kiss was like, hey, Sims, we should be next, or whatever. I honestly would not mind that at all if Kiss collaborated with The Sims. Because everyone thinks that we're getting bans in The Sims 4, and I don't think we are. Especially in November. Like, people think we're going to get bans in November based off of the calendar that they sent out to people. So, this is what they sent out to people. I don't know if this was on their merch store or not, but I can't fully remember. But they sent it out to a bunch of like Sims people, like Sim influencers. And basically, in November, because people like to theorize a lot, people think that we're going to get bans in November. But I don't think that we're going to get bans. I don't think we are. It doesn't make any sense. At least to me. But we can always hope. Like, October is all death and Halloween, but this is from Life and Death. And we already have that pack. I think they're trying to like, I think this calendar, at least the theme, November is like a way to say like, hey, concerts and festivals are happening somewhere in like November time, probably. Who knows? Okay, so you used to have their own cartoon. Wait, really? I didn't know that. That's really cool. I think, were they on Scooby-Doo at one point? They probably were. Oh, everyone in your life has always called you Jean as a nickname and just stuck and you made Sims content, so that's your name. Hey, good for branding. Good for branding. I would love those big old platform boots. I would love that. You reckon their next EP will be a hotel related? I can see that happening. If not like hotel related, I could see them doing, because like the thing is, do we have a new roadmap? Well, actually, no. Oh, wait. This year, well, actually, no, this month, we're supposed to be getting the Sims board game. I forgot about that. We're supposed to be getting the Sims board game in July, which is July. I think on the 24th, they said it's going to be releasing based off the roadmap. And then after that, we don't know anything else. So, I feel like we could probably see. Oh, you just got done with one of your latest last Granny Square for your project and you're finally free of this torment. Yay! We love that. What was the photo in June? Or July? So June was growing together. And of course, June, at least in the US, to my understanding, is like summer vacation, hanging out with family, enjoying like your family time. So growing together, spending time with family is how I kind of get that vibe. And then July is pools. And this was actually all the way from like 2015, I believe, when they added in pools into the base game. So like summertime is what they were doing. This is August. It's Sims Free Play, which, by the way, Sims Free Play is going to be getting a new update very soon. And I don't really play Sims Free Play that much, but I heard they're doing something. In the world? Yeah. And then this is September. My Sims. And then October, Life and Death. November is Vans. And then December is, of course, the one, the only, Bella Goth herself. We love a good Bella Goth. He has to be Miss December, as of always. Yeah, most of the time, like, most of the, like, things on the calendar were all themed related. Like, March, burglars. April, Freezer Bunny. May was, like, Cowplant, gnome themed. Of course, yeah. So, it was a pretty cool calendar. I wonder if they would ever do another one. Especially, like, I think they should. To be fully honest, I think they should go down the route of making, like, a puzzle. Like a Sims puzzle. Because we're getting a board game. But I would love a puzzle. But I also would love to have a cookbook. I think The Sims should have an official cookbook, personally. I'm just saying, I feel like The Sims should have their own cookbook at this point after so many years. Anyway, friends, now that we're done with our coding, we can go into some Stardew Valley. Aren't they selling that on their merch store, though? I don't think they were, right? So I know they have a recent, they had like a recent like merch drop like not too long ago, but I can't remember exactly what is all in that store. %. Ooh, if I could spell. On year 4? Year 4 of, I think, summer? No, I think year 4 of spring. No, year 4 of... Oh no, we're in year 4 of summer because we have to be in fall. That's right. That's right. Stardew Valley. There we go. But honestly, we all need it. I've also wanted to learn how to make granny squares at one point in my life. Because people say it's the easiest thing to learn. At least to my understanding.